Hello everyone, happy Friday. Already happened. How are you doing? It's already struck me down. Get out of here. Hair in the mouth scenario. Hello, Dean, Siobhan, Shadows Assassin, one knit please fix, and also 2 versions of Fred. Melting, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The current weather situation is such that I just realized a really stupid way I could say this. No, okay, I was about to say, and I'm just, what do you do for work? Ice cream man? Suntan lotion salesperson? I was gonna say something, and 2 Freds, one must be a bot. Yeah, ban them both. Get rid of the Freds. So, the situation is, I only have a fan in this room. I don't have, like, the AC in here. So, even though I can AC and, like, have it pointed around the corner, especially if I'm not doing, like, a super long stream like this, it could be a bit wasteful. And also, it doesn't hit that hard, because obviously you want to be, like, near the AC. Well, umbrella distributor. Yeah. So, yeah, I was going to say as a joke, I found another use for my hole. But that's because, you see, I've got this cable going around here. That... Hey, Tom. Hey, okay, can I turn the camera without it dying? Let's see. There's a hole in the wall there. Right? And it has a cable going through it. And what's going on? I just got a message. And it is how I get my internet. Oh, nice. Fantastico. So, pause, reset. What I realized, in combination with Fred, he actually had this original idea when he was sat on my living room sofa with a broken tooth. And I was like, come on in, I'll feed you pizza. Like, you know, when that was happening, he had the idea, wait, we could put more wires through this hole and you could stream in the living room. So, and I've got something of a setup in the living room from the podcast, the video podcast episodes, and from the reaction videos that Sophie and I do. So, what I realized is that with a few very long cables and a dream, I should actually be able to do gaming streams on the sofa with a controller in front of the AC. The summer is saved. So I have a bunch of cables coming tomorrow, and I'm going to start trying to run the setup and see how it works. I'm going to have chat probably up on, like, my Surface or something, so that I can, like, see it. But yeah, I'll literally be gaming on my TV, sat on the sofa, and it will all be the same. And I think that's going to be sick. I am really, 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 really excited. You do barbecue, food, and drinks for events as well as bouncy castles. Yes! I love that. That is so fucking I love the good weather for you. I wish you a very long and delightful summer. With lots of money. But that's sick! That's so fun. I love that. But yeah, so hey, Antimatter, how you doing? Yeah, look, I haven't been here that much. Okay, it goes for both of us. I mean, I know this is like an evening stream, but it's so fucking hot. And I have so many jobs to do, and I need to pack. I'm going to Glastonbury on Tuesday. I need to get my bags packed. I need to get everything done. I need to be organized. I'm not organized. And it's also too hot. Like, I'm barely handling myself right now. Oh, do we do like a subathon to cut all my hair off? Just because it's too fucking long anyway.
Why is it asking me to donate in Euro TF?
Oh, God. Also, why is it asking me to donate in Euro? The fuck? Also, Rizzo, I have many names now. Rizzo! Hi! I was like, oh shit, people are already trying to get me to cut all my hair off. What time is it already? It is 8:30 p.m. here. Rizzo, thank you so much for the £10. That is incredibly generous. I will use that money only for Evil at Glastonbury, I promise. And I hope that you're doing really well and life is as good as it can be under the various circumstances. You had a 3-day stag event last weekend on site from 6 a.m. cooking breakfast to last bites at midnight. Damn! That's a hell of a job. You should, no, you shouldn't because it's another job and it'll be long. But you should social media it. Like, you know, everything I made in a day for like a bachelor party or whatever. Or a stag do. People would love to see that shit. I would. I'd follow that. Yeah, I'm going to Glastonbury. I have tickets. I'm going. I probably haven't done a very good job of advertising that I'm going, but that's fine. You know? Yeah, I've got 2 drinks on the go. We have water, in brackets cold, and gin, in brackets also cold. Well, gin and tonic. So, yeah, anyway, I've got Glastonbury on the go. I'm really excited. It snuck up on me, but like in a good way. I have a tent. I have a sleeping bag. I have most of the things that I need. I've gone before, you know. So we'll just see. I'll probably realize tomorrow, like, I'm going to start making a big list of everything I need to pack and then see what I can't find or needs replacing or has exploded. We are still without Big Hat. However, I think we're going to hat hunt on site. That's so exciting, Tom. Yeah, I haven't... Well, I wanted to go out and do things today, and I just didn't end up having time. I was actually really debating changing today's stream for tomorrow, and seeing if I could do a sofa stream tomorrow with the AC at a more reasonable time, because I've got, like, just a lot of things on. So I wanted to, like, go out today, have a look around, see if I could find, like... see if I could find like a big hat. You know, one of the things I realized I haven't got, aside from the most important item, which is big hat, I also don't have like any snacks.
Emily arrived at Glastonbury only to discover she forgot her ticket.
I can't.
Join us as we follow her sneaking
anyway.
into
Come
the
on, you
festival Hitman
Hang
style.
on. Can you guys hear that? Subs are now $7.99. Money's tight at Amazon. I screwed them with Amex fees. Fuck yeah. Right, I didn't. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Ah, the hair situation. Okay, everyone play it cool. I'm losing control. I did not hear that, but we can fix it. You can't hear... It's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing again. Where I can't hear what you can hear and you can't hear what I can hear. I've been listening to funky ass jazz funk music this whole time. It's okay. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Let me have a look. So what are we doing? We're doing Roadcaster. No. So what should it be? Voice Meter Banan? I now can't hear anything. Can you hear anything? Has Voice Meter shut itself? No, but that's the thing, right? It doesn't need to be photographic, right? We're past that era of, like, Instagram. People want to see, like, the real shit, all right? So there are things heard now. Right, but I can't hear anything. Oh, no. So, let's take responsibility and work it out. What about this? No. Okay, so what was it last time? Was it banana? Banana meter died? I think my banana's on the flop. Hang on. No, stop. I think I've got a floppy banana. 1 sec. Oh, God. I scared myself.
Emily can't hear this. She'll never know.
No, not Schmello. That's hurtful. That's hurtful. Lemony Schmello is just not good. Okay, hang on. Oh, fuck. Right, you. No! Sorry. It's always helpful when you just scream at the problem. I think, did that work? Okay, so now we're going to do this. Banana meter, come to life. What's a schmello and a floppy banana? Okay, so here's the situation. I use voice meter banana to route the audio for the stream. When you guys can hear audio when it's properly routed and I can't, that often means that voice meter banana has crashed. Therefore, we are ending it, the task, and then we're restarting it. However, I ended it and now it won't open. So we're going to do it again. End task. Go away. Right, I've ended it. It's gone. Now we're going to try and reopen it. And the program done shit itself. Yes. And my last name is not Schmello. My last name is Bello, and people are bullying me. They're using it against me. Go. This banana it's dead. It's not floppy. It's fucking fallen off. It's had a change of life and it's left the building. Voice meter, don't. Because she smells. I don't. There are many things I can be accused of, but I swear I smell good. I smell moderate to good. I am task managering it. Not smelly Emily. Oh, God. I am. Hang on. Task manager. Wait, can I show you guys this? Yeah, I can. Look. Don't perceive all my systems. I don't really know what's going on here. But what I can tell... Why are there 4 versions and none of them are doing anything? End task. End task. End task. End task. Any more of you hiding around this place? No. Yes! There's so many! End task. Is that all of them? No. And task. You see, you can tell I've been trying to open this bitch. The thing is, I can't restart the PC, so we have to pray. Pick whoever feels right for you at the time. Everyone stop bombarding me with shenanigans that I can't hear. How am I supposed to successfully moderate? Yes! I heard the last bit.
Emily doesn't realize all her viewers are Fred on different accounts. Don't believe me? Watch Fred post this on his other accounts.
Well, now I can hear it. Okay.
Emily doesn't realize all her viewers are Fred on different accounts. Don't believe me? Watch Fred post this on his other accounts.
Ban all suspected Freds. Kill them. Strike them down. It's hot, Dean.
35 fire less than everyone in the UK right now.
Dean, thank you so much. Tom and friggin' Shadow Assassin, everyone, you are icons, you rule. What the fuck? Who's this Fred? I can't have 3 Freds on the go. That is a nightmare scenario. Deliver the food. Thank you very much for gifting the sub. That is very generous, albeit silly. Also, I still haven't fixed that. That's a problem for when I get back from Glastonbury, okay? We're just doing what we can right now because we're out here hanging by a thread. Right, we're going back to main cam. Main cam. Oh, there's too much hair. There's too much. I've never, ever, ever, ever had long enough hair to be like, you know when girls go like, I have too much hair, I want to cut it off. I have never had hair long enough to do that. And right now, I'm like, what if I just got some scissors? It would be fine.
The color brightness can only be adjusted between 1 and 100.
Right, I'm going into StreamVOD and I'm going to try and fix it. If this is what kills the stream, then on your head be it.
The color brightness can only be adjusted between 1 and 100.
It's too hot. It's too hot for this. StreamVOD, there you are, you little minx. I know you're already running. Show me yourself.
Have some money.
Thank you. Oh my god, antimatter. Thank you so much. You rule. Thank you for everyone hyping on the hype train. You are a tart now, an honorary tart for the month. I hope you enjoy yourself. StreamVOD. Restore? Okay, it's here. Variables. That's not the right bit. Event feed. No. Actions. No. Oops. Hang on. Closing that. I'm clicking. Ah! Right. Brightness. Okay. Look. I found it. Okay. Brightness adjust 100. Brightness adjust 99. Okay. I wonder if it'll work now. Well, you can be a tart. No, you're a blueberry tart. Oh, I love that. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, you can all be your own kinds of tart. Because obviously I'm a lemon tart. What? That's just the name of the function? Oh shit. Okay, that's a mistake. I made a mistake. Well then, why is... There! Cancel. Value. 99. Okay. Now did it work? Antimatter just gifted us up to Tom Shoot's video. You're an honorary tart for the month. This next one might work. We'll find out. There it is. Sub actions. Do. 99. I got overexcited and just changed the title. Right. If anyone else wants to sub at any point or gift a sub, do so now and we'll see if our thing will work. I.e. stop spamming chat. But yeah. Would I even regret cutting it off? I didn't really like having long hair. It's just an experience. I just think about how much cheaper it would be to get done.
Stop spamming chat.
Wait! It didn't say it. That was good. Success. Okay, we've overcome another problem. You save on shampoo though. Literally. Don't pull a Britney. Look, I'm not going to shave it off. I don't have the face to pull that off. But I've historically, often, most of the time, rocked short hair. Or like mid-length hair. Like shoulder length or around that. Just like, look at all this shit. What is this? Who's this? What's it adding? Nothing. What, like, you know, what are you doing for me? Just making my shoulder too hot. What I really need is a claw clip, but we can't start looking for things now. Gonna have to buy another Govee for the sofa. Well, I need another Govee behind here anyway because people were peer pressuring me saying my squiggle needed to be more. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But you know what? People can just live with it. They can just be like, what's that changing? And I'll be like, nothing. Also, I don't always want there to be LED lights in my eye line. Got the barber's book tomorrow. Genuinely tempted to go bald. I mean, I would say, live your life. You see, I'm out here supporting you. You can have bald man summer and then just go back. Unless your hair's like been falling out since I've last seen you. Because that does happen. It's one of the greatest sadnesses of being a dude. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mello. You were a tart. Thank you, Antimatter. Twice in a row. It's receded a bit. That's fine. Everyone recedes. I mean, I don't. I mean, many people recede. Receding is common. Not been chomping the finasteride. Yeah, you gotta get on the train. Look, Fred fell off the train for a bit. And now he's like, my fucking hair. It's fucking fallen off. And I'm like, well. It isn't the consequences of our actions. But the joy is it will come back. So that's good. Yay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. It's no longer going to say Govee every time somebody subscribes, which we love. What else have we got going on? We've got audio for all. Remind me next time the audio breaks not to jump into the sources and just to assume Banana Me to shut the bed. Because I keep forgetting. Thank you, everyone, for a hype train. That is a lovely start to the stream. You are a legend. But yes, I have a lot on because I am off to Glastonbury on Tuesday. Well, not really. Wednesday, the early hours. But for me, like, you've got to be done by Tuesday. You know what I mean? A 1 month vacation in 2 weeks. That's fucking sick. That's going to be so good. So where are you going in Europe? Are you traveling around? Have you got plans? What's the vibe? That sounds so good. I don't have any holidays planned this year, but... Oh, right. So you don't know what... Wait, so where are you now? And you've just got a month off and you don't know what you want to do. Like, what I might do. I mean, if you're talking about Europe, it's a big fucking place. It's really big, you know? So you've got a lot to choose from. I mean, you know, I always love Greece. I love Greece. Greece is like so nice, but also like affordable. So like go to Crete or Cyprus. Just got back from Belgium, about to go to the Netherlands, and then you're going to the Netherlands. Well, you're like, are you traveling for EDM? Because like it makes sense. Those countries are very into it and also quite local. If you're in Europe, you've got Egypt, not very far away either. Your dad almost died in Cyprus? Well, what happened? Well, like most of my relatives have also died in other countries, but you know. Yeah, I do. That's so exciting. And theme parks, this is what I'm saying. No, my friend is obsessed with theme parks, and he's like got like lists of like every ride he's been on, and he's trying to get like 150 before his 30th birthday or something. Like roller coasters, not just rides in general. It's like a whole thing. But yeah, he literally went to Sorrento, so gorge. Just depends. Like, what are you looking for? Do you want history? Do you want like nightlife? Do you want, you know? Do you want food? Like, what calls to you? Because like, do you want to go to theme parks? Are you scared of temperatures if they're too high? You know, these are all important questions. I don't think you'll have like a bad time. Although maybe, I guess if you go to Crete, you might. I like the way that I've announced the only place I told you to go is the place that your dad almost died. But almost isn't the same as dying anyway. Like, you know, almost dying sucks, but really dying, that's all the way bad. So it just depends. But pick another island. There are so many Greek islands. But if Greece is off the agenda, that's fine. I've heard great things about Turkey. Never been though. I'd like to. What else? Let's have a look at a map of Europe and point at places we think are good. It's also a good time to go to the cold bits, right? Because I'm telling you to go to the hot bits. But here's the situation. Is if you go to the cold parts of Europe when it's the summer, it's not that cold, right? Because like I went to Berlin the first time in October and I was like, bitch, my tits are going to drop off. It's so fucking cold. I nearly lost them. Whereas in the summer, it's actually really nice. So you can go to the bits. Why am I seeing the fucking Eiffel Tower? That's conspiracy. Yeah. Fucking Eiffel fucking Tower. Bastards. Right. So here's the situation. We have Europe. What bits are good? Lots of them. Lots of people are going around here. They're hitting Croatia. They're hitting Slovenia. They're hitting Montenegro because it's like pretty. It's kind of affordable. A lot of coast. I hit Greece a lot. Love a bit of Greece. You don't really want to go mainland IMO. The islands are pretty paying though. And there's loads of them. Malta is the best place in Europe to be gay, apparently. So that's worth knowing. But then you've got like all up here, right? And like, do you know how fucking beautiful Norway, the fjords are in the summer? I've heard they're gorge. I've never been. Paris isn't the one. Don't go to fucking Paris. Anyone been swimming with dolphins or whale spotting? In Europe? Where is that? Where is that possible? I have actually swum with dolphins, but I was like 10 and I was in Florida, so it was, I think, highly immoral. Portugal. Portugal? Okay, so like, I mean, Portugal's so close by, it's not even funny, right? Portugal's right here. And Portugal has some good shit to it. But like, it's a little bit mid, in my opinion, okay? Like, I like going to Portugal. I have enjoyed it historically. I've been to Portugal a few times. I like it. But like, the food's not the best. It's kind of dry. It's like some of the dry bits of Spain, which are just like, okay, you know? The language is kind of funny. You're ordering Bebzi or whatever, and you're like, this is, I don't know. I just don't love Portugal. Like, I'd live in Portugal, but like, I'm not jumping to holiday there unless I like need to. But yeah, it depends what you want, because I could be like, oh, go to Sardinia, you know? Super beautiful. But then like you need a car and you need fucking... You've got to deal with Italians and there's nobody around because they're all 100, you know? So it depends. Don't care about beaches. Might be interested in scuba diving and snorkeling. Okay, well, stop what you're doing immediately. And you know, Fred was like, there's always Egypt. Just go to Egypt. Done. Just go to Egypt and go in the Red Sea. It's fucking ridiculous for scuba diving. It's so gorgeous. And it's close. It's not even far. You know, if you're considering Greece, it's practically within eye line. Let me see if I can find the images. Can I? Because I went to Hurghada and I only did 1 day of scuba diving, and it was so nice. I would literally go back just to do that like 5 times in a row. It was incredible. And it's cheap. Like, it's just the Red Sea, innit? Let's have a look. Red Sea. Yeah, I only went snorkeling. I didn't go scuba diving. I'm sure you can see even more there. But like, this is not just like, this is just what it looks like. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, this is if you're really good. Like, I was so far from really good. I was just on like a normal boat jumping off. I don't know if you can see dolphins. I assume you can't because it's the Red Sea's not particularly big. You can see this big eel. I mean, if you're just like, I want to see dolphins, just go wherever the dolphins are. Because I didn't even know that they were a possibility. Like, because I know there's porpoises around. Where are dolphins at in Europe? Go dolphin spotting in the Algarve? Best dolphin and whale destinations in Europe. So it's saying the Azores, Portugal, has a whale sanctuary with rare whales, different than regular ones. Madeira, they've got dolphins. You can go on a dolphin and whale trip. Bear in mind though, these are going to be wild, which they should be. Like, you shouldn't be keeping dolphins in captivity, but they're going to be wild dolphins, which means that you aren't allowed to like touch them or go too near them. But if you're cool with just seeing them... Wait, I'm lying! I literally saw dolphins in Egypt. Yeah, no, I saw them. They're in my vlog. I saw them. Yes. Update, you can. I don't know about the whale situation. They were just randomly jumping around next to our boat. It was very cool. Apparently you can see whales in Iceland, which kind of makes sense. Mont Saint Michel for whales? A sanctuary for dolphins? That's crazy. Yeah. They can touch you, but you can't touch them. Stripper rules. Outrageous. I can imagine dolphins around here. I feel like maybe I'm being lied to. I feel like EuropeanBestDestinations.com is a lie. I went to Barcelona years ago and I had a great time, but they are super, super, super overprescribed for tourists. And so I'm like, leave them alone. They need a break, you know? Where's everyone else? Is anyone else going on holiday? Where are you guys going? I'm not, but it's nice to have ideas, you know? What if some lightning strikes me and then I get loads of money for some reason, then I go on holiday, you know? But yeah, if you go to Barcelona right now, you'll probably get hit with the water pistol. And I will say, I mean, it's hot. It's not that bad to be water pistoled. But I will say, if they don't want you there, just go somewhere else, you know? But that's what I'm saying is great about Greece. There are just so many options. And it's cheap and the food's good. Oh, man, I want to eat some Greek food. I never, ever, ever have the option to eat moussaka, and I don't know why. Like, what is the deal? Wait, you gave me the explanation about your dad almost being killed in Cyprus? No. I'm gonna read it. I need to know this story. Dolphins, Portugal. He was peacekeeping in the 70s. Some dudes didn't see the UN markings on the vehicle. A bullet hit him in the helmet just behind his right ear. That's crazy. That being said, like, yeah, I mean, they were having a war at the time, right? So, yeah. When Turkey invaded, yes. No. I was going to say, you want to go to Cyprus, but you want to go to the Greek side. That's the side I went to. It was a good side. Yeah, that is a crazy situation. But yeah, you can't really be like, oh my god, my dad, like the danger was known. You know what I mean? He wasn't just like, I don't know. What else could happen to you? Bad stuff. Go make it. Make what? Money? Go on holiday? Honestly, I don't even need to go on holiday. I just need a swimming pool. I just need pool access. And that's it. You see, now you're just talking... What is that? Albert's whom now? Stockpiling what now? Okay, I'm going to translate that. So we've got the old... Right, so that's a supermarket. And you want... This looks like fried bread. Frieden del Brude. Right, what is it? Oh, no. What is going on in that? That's messed up. Dutch food is lame. Why does it look like that? Is that just a sausage? Okay, it's got curry sauce. So it's giving like curry wurst, but in pastry and unsliced. I'm sure it's nice. I'm sure it is. But it looks kind of diabolical. And I don't like that it's bleeding. And like, I'm not traveling to other countries to just eat a glorified sausage roll. You know, I'm already besieged. They are good though. It does make me sad to know that other people have never even had one sausage roll. Because they're great. Especially at Christmas. I'm surprised they haven't like caught on. Oh my god. I think I might be dying. I think I'm actually officially too hot. My PC just wafted hot air on my feet and now... Oh. Dead? Is it approaching? We ask ourselves. But the sun's going down. It's going to cool down. Surely. Please. Okay, maybe I just need to roll back so that the PC is no longer blowing on me. Snack wall snacks are the best snacks. Like you get in Lidl when you get all your baked goods on the wall. Is that what you mean? That being said, I need to think of snacks to take to Glastonbury. What are good Glastonbury snacks? Because they need to be able to survive in room temperature. Or, in brackets, much higher than room temperature when you zip up your tent and leave for the day, right? I need something that you can eat when you're hungry and you can't be bothered to go spend money or you don't have money to spend on food. What is Glastonbury? That is also a good question. Glastonbury is a very... Go ahead? Go ahead. No! Okay, hang on. We need to do some English translation. English to American translation. First of all, go ahead bars are not good. That's not the most important bit. But like, these things are the driest fuckers in the universe. They suck the moisture out of your mouth with quickness and cruelty. I hate these. Enemies of the state. Right, I know I asked for your opinion on what I should eat, but immediately, no. I'm like, tell me what I should get. Ooh, that's disgusting. Now, Glastonbury is a really big music festival in the UK. Probably the biggest music festival in the UK. It's been running since like the 60s. It is in Glastonbury, which is a place. It is a small village in Devon. Yeah, I know. I'm like, tell me what to get. Not that. That's disgusting. Shame on you specifically. I'll have to get something. But yeah. So Glastonbury is a big music festival. It's like 250,000 people, and it's on a dairy farm. And I've gone. This will be my 5th, maybe, but it's insanely difficult to get tickets. Everyone is always fighting for their lives. Nuts. Lentils. Dry lentils? Nuts and seeds, yes. Trail mix, yes. Lentils, question mark. But yeah, so this is the vibe. Today's stream is just me going on Google Images. So that's like the biggest stage. It's called the pyramid stage, and they have loads of different stages and loads of different artists, and it's like a big like arts, music, creative festival kind of vibe, and it's really cool and I love it. And yeah, I've been a bunch, but I was really lucky. It's so good. Oh, I love it so much. But I was really lucky to get tickets this year, because they're so hard to get, and there are so many years where I've tried. I think I'm on like a 50-50 hit rate, which is actually unhinged. Like, it's because there are so many of us trying. But yeah, I've got a bunch of vlogs up on my YouTube channel of like past Glastonbury's, so if you want to see what the vibe is. But it's like not just like music and stages, it's like huge art installations, and like it's very kind of like unique. Like they have a thing because it's near Stonehenge, so they have a thing called Carhenge, which is made out of cars, and they have like a whole huge nightlife area. Hang on. That's fucking sick. Yeah, so they got like, this is not the best example, but whatever. They got like big stuff like this. Actually, I'll just go on my vlog. I'll show you some of my, we can skip through, have a little look. But sometimes it rains and then things get fucked up. There's a Carhenge in the US too. That makes sense. I like that. There's also Stonehenge 2 in the US. I don't know if you guys have looked it up. But like this is right next to Stonehenge. You like drive past it. It's very like, I think the guy who originally hosted it there because it's very like spiritual, woo, ley lines, the water's magic vibes. Well, alright, so let's have a, we don't need to watch the vlog, but let's just have a skim through and see what we can see. I need to find like the nightlife bit. This is looking kind of nightlife-y. I'm seeing hats. No, maybe. Wait, Tits Out Thursday. We're in Thursday. Okay. So let's see what we can actually see. Let's see how fuck this footage is. Oh yeah, we went in the temple. Do I have footage in the temple? Okay, yeah, here's Icon. Which is really cool. And then we went up the fucking big hill. I think there might have been butts in that bit, so I'm going to skip it. Wait, butts. Butts! Fear of butts. Sophie standing in front of the toilets doing a Duolingo. Love that for her. Very fun. Very good vibes. Very fun. Yeah, and it's kind of like this. I don't know what is going on here. I don't know who this is. Do you know the Rurals? You know the what? I have no idea who this is. But anyway, it's big, it's fun, it's good. That face stage looks so cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know why there wasn't footage in Temple. Because Temple was fucking crazy. Wait, is this inside? No. So this is all like art and shit. But yeah, we went in there and it was all like boom, 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 madness. Maybe we were just getting too drunk and mashed up to actually get good footage. But yeah, it's like stadium seating inside, so it goes all the way up. So it's like you're in like an Aztec temple, and yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, it's good. I enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to it. Wasn't that Astley? Maybe. I don't think I was that far back for Rick Astley. I have to go back and look. I can't sit here and DMCA myself with music that I've put on here. The DEF CON main stage from last year was pretty nutty. Yeah, I bet it is. DEF CON main stage. But yeah, Glastonbury is absolutely vast. It's like basically a town that they build. Yeah, I've seen this. It's so fucking cool. The vibe at DEF CON seems really cool. Like, this is so fucking sick. It's like, but it's very much like a different vibe. Like, this is, I feel like, more focused on the music, whereas like Glastonbury is more like, there's like the green fields, there's all the hippies, they'll fix your chakras, there's like quite a lot of like political stuff, you know what I mean? Was wide. Oh, is it this one? No, that's the same. Was it this one? Was it this? Was it this? This is fucking crazy. I don't know which one it is. This one's a fucking crab. Not that. Not the crab. This one? 2023? Lame. Like 5 people sat in a row. 5 people sat in a row. I don't see it. Could it be this? No. Top left. This one. Oh, that's so cool. I love all of these. They're amazing. That looks fucking so fun. Must take ages to build that. Yeah, it's actually really interesting. Like, people have like get satellite views of Glastonbury as it's being built because it's so fucking big. Like it takes like an hour or so to walk across it. Their feet were made of transit vans. That's so frigging sick. Oh man, that would be a fun time. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Anyway, Glastonbury aside, although I am extremely excited. Who has sent me? Oh god. What is this? Ooh. Someone has just sent me a video. It's Tom! Oh my god, I thought it was going to be a penis. I was so scared. I couldn't tell who it was. I just suddenly got a 14-second video sent to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, from MySpace. No, Tom from Shoot's video. You don't just suddenly usually get a random video from somebody pop up. All right, this is the snack wall. Okay, we're getting some inside track on the snack wall. How do I show you this without? Can I download it? Report. Go. Look, there's nothing interesting in my chat, but I can tell you right now that I do not need you all perceiving how many messages I've not responded to. I don't know how to make this work. Let me download it. Well, just trust me, there's a snack wall. Have you ever come across the Wondrous Secrets on Sea of Thieves? What does a Wondrous Secret of Sea of Thieves look like? I haven't played in ages, so I'm not 100% sure if I know the Wondrous Secrets. But I would like to hear about them. Alright, I can't get the fucking snack wall. There it goes. Now it's giving me the option to download it. Stunning and brave. Okay. Go! You fucking sausage ass wall. Right, here we go. This is gonna leak your entire... No, it's not even leaking your phone number. We love that. Here we go.
Snack. Is it open? No.
You gotta pay!
It's ready.
Get your money!
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why is everyone so unferal here? I feel like if that existed at Glastonbury, the queues would be, like, through the roof. You don't get paid till next Friday? You can subscribe next Friday, babe. You don't even need to stress. I'm just going to click on it. Fairy box of wondrous treasures. Wondrous secrets? I don't know. I've picked up and buried many things in Sea of Thieves. I don't know. Can't be around that many people. That's valid as well. It is. Like, I would say that there are so many areas that you can like go to that are more chill, but then it's like, is it worth trying to get the thing? Oh, the thing being the ticket. Antimatter just gifted a sub to Cess. Cess DMC, congratulations on your free month of subscription. And now you can spend your $5 on Friday getting even drunker. You are a tart. Actually, you can tell me. People have been announcing what kind of tart they are. Do you have tart-related opinions? This country needs a snack war company. It does! Well, that's what Japan's got going on, right? Japan friggin' loves a big wall of vending machines. Is the rarest treasure on Sea of Thieves? Passion fruit tart? Yes. Fuck! Fruit tarts are so good! Passionate, fruity, and a tart. Yeah. Close. Pineapple? Oh my god, I've never had a pineapple tart. That sounds good. That sounds really good, actually. But yeah, and you got the rarest treasure. There's actually a blueberry tart in the Stardew Valley cookbook that Dean from the stream bought for me. And I haven't made it, and I really want to because it looks really good. I don't know how I can find it. Somebody like posted it on Reddit, and I was like, fuck, that looks delectable. But yeah, there's a whole recipe for it now. Yeah, no, I can't. But yeah, I might, maybe when the weather's a bit like cooler, maybe we'll do a cooking stream or something. The snack wall would just end up being a Greg's sausage roll dispensary. Yeah, that's the thing. It would be like sponsored by Greg's, and then they'd come in with their flaccid ass rolls, and like, I'm not up for it. The thing is, I'm not exclusively a Greg's hater, right? Like, I personally think that a Greg's tuna crunch sandwich is actually fantastic. And some of their salad options are really nice. And I know that sounds stupid, but I don't care, you know? But I will tell you right now that a Greg's sausage roll is the worst sausage roll I've ever eaten. It's not good. And like, I've never even had some of the like bakes. Because like, if that's what you're calling a sausage roll, I don't know how to trust you. I just gotta hold up on Twitch for saying Greg's sausage party. They're like, wait, are you sure? Are you 100% sure this is what you want to say? God, I'm losing control. Yeah. Oh, mate, without this gin and tonic, I think things would be over for me right now. And that would be tragic. That being said, though, I do really need to pee. So are you guys cool entertaining yourselves for a second? I can't put a video up on screen. Not that I would anyway. But I can't put a video up on screen. Which gin is it? It's Sainsbury's, like, whatever their, like, extra special version is. And it's elderflower and lemon, I believe. But it's only my second drink of it, but it's very good. I wanted to get the Malfi one, and then I was like, I'm not made of money. Full day is Friday. Exactly. School is done. All I need to do is keep my head on enough to stop packing and, like, remember what I've actually packed. Sounds lush with a touch of Jamie Oliver. How fucking dare you? Jamie Oliver is not welcome in my home. I'll go find it. I'll check. I'll show you. Right, I'll be back in 1 second. Entertain yourselves. Play with the lights. The hair is currently stuck on my face. A torment. Gin and a turkey Twizzler. I've never even had one of those. Yeah, Jamie Oliver's annoying. I'm back, baby. Woo. So the lemons control the lights? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the lights can be all of the different pre-programmed options. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Thank you. I really like them too. I think they're super fun. I wanted something that was like fun in the background, but not just having like an LED strip along the floor, because it was just kind of giving not much. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. They're really fun. And now they don't even spam chat when people subscribe, because I wanted it to go from whatever color it was to yellow when people subscribe. And yeah, so that it looked like, you know, interactive. And then it was just talking in chat and upsetting me. So much technology, much impressed. Yes, I know, right? When I was like, this is actually possible, I was like, that's crazy. The future is wild. I think you can do it slightly more easily with the Philips Hue ones, but they're way more expensive. So this one just took a little bit of tweaking. Oh yeah, baby. Anyway, guys. I like the look of those because they look diffused. Yeah, well, they're quite a high quality. Oh my god, this one's psycho. Swing! Swing's crazy. Look at it go. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, these ones, they're like a rope light. They're not like an LED strip. So like they're supposed to be able to be like wound up the wall, and they don't want to give like too sharp. Like even when I look at them, they don't look like individual little lights. Like with my own eyes. So it's quite nice. Cause yeah, like when you've just got like blobs of light, it's fine, but it's not what I wanted, you know? No hotspots. Exactly. I mean, probably not none. Like there's a vibe that you can kind of tell, but it blurs out pretty well. This one makes Florence go crazy when she's in here. The stacking one, because like they stack up and she like watches them. And yeah, she was like, you might need to do an invest. Yeah, it wasn't super expensive. I'd like to get a second one, but like, I think it was like £75 when I bought this one. And then it was, obviously then it's like 150 for two. What the fuck? Fred? Oh wait, that confused the hell out of me. Hello. Hi, I know you got gifted a sub here. No, there's someone in chat called Fred who did just change their name on Twitch, right? And so I was like, you've changed it again? And somehow you got the name Fred? Okay, no, we're reset my brain. Thank you. Yeah, the entire stream is focused on lights right now. Not that Fred, this is a new Fred. We've got more Freds and that's fine. In fact, that's good. Suggested. Advisable. It's like no homers, you know? Now, the only issue I'm currently having is that the amount of hair currently blowing on my face is absolutely psychotic. Oh my god. Where are you based, Fred? Are you in the UK and boiling your tits off as well? The piano one's crazy. It looks really good in the dark. The issue being, it's not an issue for me because I'm a night owl and I love it that the sun stays up. But these look really cool when it's dark, and obviously right now we're at like the longest day of the year, so I think tomorrow is the longest day of the year. It is the solstice. So that's also why they host Glastonbury when they host it, to do like solstice stuff. It's very like witchy. Yeah, midsummer, exactly. I've apparently discovered that I need to eat pickled herring. USA, but boiling your tits off here too. Yeah, valid. At least you've got like AC. I mean, I can't complain. I have it, but as a Brit, most people don't. Hey Lemons, how you doing? Oh, yeah. No, it's we're in a heat wave in London, and it is warm. Too many Freds. I know. This is what I'm saying. We're hitting our capacity on Freds. Yeah, no, I've got my fan on. I have AC, but it's in the other room, which is why I'm trying to set it up so that I can stream in the living room on my sofa and play games on Steam Big Picture on the TV so that I can have the AC properly. This is literally my exact problem. Yeah, we are having the same issue, but I don't have a portable AC. So I just have a big fan and a dream. Posh Cat, how are you? What is that cool friggin' icon next to your name? I just saw a thing about pointing the fan at the window. Thoughts? That's what I'm doing. Because that's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to push the hot air out. So what are you saying that what I should do? No, that... You're saying I should move the fan from the doorway where it's blowing past me towards the window and instead just put the fan next to the window. I mean, we could try it. There's a chance my hair could get sucked into it and I could be pulled directly out the window. Not in the window. Like, what does that mean? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to balance it on the windowsill. I live quite a few floors up. You just moved yours? Is it working? This time of night, suck cold air in from the outside. But how do I do that? What? Sucking or blowing in what capacity? It's okay. I forgive you. Your hair sucked into the fan? That's not cute. I don't want that. When's the next Final Destination movie out? I would quite like to see that. Oh, I'm seeing 28 years later tomorrow. I will post on Instagram and tell you if I thought it was good. Just a story, but it's also like the big recliner seats. So I'm really hoping it is like super air conditioned. Antimatter! Oh my god, you've gifted so many subs today. Thank you so much. Gifting a sub to the English Gentleman. The English Gentleman, you are an honorary tart for the month. Enjoy. I think it's going to be good. But, you know, I like the 28 films. I think they're pretty solid. And also, I was thinking at the time that it probably is air conditioned. Like, it's probably like well air conditioned because of the projector and stuff. So, like, fingers crossed, it should be really comfy. What's a good initialism for tart? I cannot be expected to think of things like that under these circumstances. When it's under 30 degrees, I'll give you that. I just Googled, the Final Destination movie came out in May. Wait, it's already out? I missed it. Crap. Oh. Okay, so I have been really busy today, which is good. I got loads of things done. I'm trying to prepare some content to come out while I'm at Glastonbury.
Trees are really tall.
That's not a good... Like, what does that mean? Oh, I'm a lemon, trees are really tall? No. It needs to be... I mean, some of them are. What about a bonsai? Proven wrong again. It might still be out. Fair. I mean, that's something I can watch on TV. But yeah, I do like a horror film, so I am excited for that. I should have tried to see a film in the IMAX, because the IMAX that they have around here is freezing. Everyone's always complaining, and I'm like, guys, it's because the projector's so big and hot. It has to be kept cool or the light will burn out. But people can't seem to handle it. Cat icon was a marathon related thing. It looks so good. I love it. Next time I'm down your ends, we're gonna fight. No, don't fight. I didn't mean it. I love trees are really tall. It's the only suggestion we have. Stunning. And you know what? Lemons grow on trees. You know, look. Lemon tree. Allegedly. Antimatter. Oh my god. Thank you. Antimatter has gifted a sub to Poshcat. That is fucking amazing, Poshcat. Enjoy. You are an honorary tart for the month. Woohoo. Look at this. It's gorge. Look at it. Do you remember when all of its leaves were falling off? And now look at it. Surging. Right. Oh. But yeah. So trees are really tall. I actually am... Okay. Last year, I got deeply obsessed with Dune 2. I just really liked it. You know, like Marge Simpson. I just think it's neat. I really enjoyed it. I think I saw it 5 times in the cinema. And I saw it at my local IMAX, which is like a newer IMAX. And then I saw it with Sophie at the Central London, like BFI IMAX. Now here's the situation, right? Because the Central London IMAX is like an OG one, it's gigantic. It's like 2 stories tall. It's so big, but it's the wrong aspect ratio. That hoe is square. And warm is the truth. I'm not gonna lie. There have been like 3 instances during my mini evening stream where I'm doing literally nothing, where I'm like, a hot piece of hot air just blew off my computer and I am gonna end the stream. Like, why have you seen Lilo and Stitch twice? I heard it was terrible. That's such a random thing to have done. I think you deserve better. I'm gonna send you film recommendations. Hey, Snard. You really enjoyed it? Oh, well, good for fucking you then. What the hell do I know? Clearly, what? Sometimes you're dragged to things against your will. People are uncles, you know, and aunties. Nostalgia. Yeah, I'm morally, spiritually disgusted by the live action Disneys. I have not seen a single one of them, so I'm definitely not going to see one now. But that being said, if you liked it and I was out for reasons, dates, yeah, it wasn't for me. But I mean, I haven't watched it, so what the hell do I know? Nothing. Wait. It's evil as fuck. It's hot as hell. But you know what? We just gotta get through it. We just gotta power on through. Also, I realized, like, as I started the stream, I forgot to use any setting spray on my makeup. So, if at any point, like, we're in a speed situation, you know, with, like, speed, if you go below 30 miles an hour or whatever, you explode. I'm like that, whereas if I go above a certain temperature and I get too hot, all my makeup melts off in one sheet. Oh, yeah, I want to see Megan. I actually really liked tart, titties, ass, red titties. Can we find a balance somewhere between trees are really tall and titties, ass, red titties? Yeah, what everyone hated it. I really liked it. I mean, I watched it on a Hindu thing that I was at in my room after everyone else had gone for more drinking, and I was like, I'm out. So I was having titties are rambunctious today. Hindu. It's more of a hen don't, right? Trees are really titties. Oh, you guys are pushing me over the fucking line. I wonder if it's cooking egg on the pavement hot tomorrow. It might be. What temperature are we hitting tomorrow? In this moist ass island. 32 degrees. High moisture, high heat. Hot! Then it's 26 and it's back down to a normal level that is actually manageable. I don't know what that is in American, deepest apologies. Today was 28 in Glasgow. It was meant to be 24. Yeah, it's so fucking humid. UV, high. Pollen, very high. UV, very high. Pollution, medium. Oh, love that. There's no way that's true, though. Everyone's lighting barbecues. You know what, though? I could just get in the river. I might do that. No, I have so many things to do. This is how you end up going to a music festival with nothing packed. If you don't pack and instead you get in the river and act like you're a frog. I don't know. We'll have to see. It dropped down to the low 20s right now. I'm starting to feel a cool breeze rolling. Oh, fuck yeah. Haven't packed anything yet. I've vacuumed my tent. That's nice. My tent's new. I built it. It went up. I went brilliant. Put it back and I ignored it. Went to Lidl. My dad asked him for pork chops. He only had 3 packs left. Yeah, everyone's barbecuing. Everyone is barbecuing. Not me, of course. I don't have anywhere to do it. Also, it's too hot. I'm usually the one who has to cook the barbecue. If people tried to put me over a fire in this temperature, I'd put them in the fire. It's just unreasonable. No, Now, do we actually want to talk about any of our topics of the day? You attempted to shave off all your hair? This is what I was saying. Not shave it off, but like cut, chop. I was basically saying I have too much hair and it's all touching me and I don't like it. What if I just went snip, you know? How bad could that be? But then everyone was like, no, don't do it. Yeah, I released? That's not the word. What the fuck did I do? I sold my tent that I actually got free last Glastonbury. I took because somebody abandoned it because it was like so huge. It was just way too big for me. So I've gone for a smaller one. We must be British and complain. Wait, I want to shave all your hair off, but the other option is to dye it. Well, the thing is, right? Dyeing your hair's cool and you should do it. Why not? Your hair's not even that dark, so you could put a color over it without needing to bleach it, which would be fun. And you can always dye it back brown. It's a great thing about brown hair. You can always go back to brown. The acid rebellion triumphs. That's not good. What's an acid rebellion? That sounds like you're about to throw up. Nah, green is not an easy color to do. Any color that's like approaching natural, so like red, even like purple, but like veering in a more like mauvey, well no, like a more like reddish purple, less like bluey direction, is gonna take. If you need to do like a bright color, you want to do like green, or you want to do like pastels, you're gonna have to bleach your hair, and then you will compromise the quality of your hair. And if you want to do it at home, you'll probably fuck it up. But like green, the only thing you can do with green, if you want to go green, is grab a color that's like a dark green and then put it over your brown. Your cousin bought one of those VW camper tents and cheap memory foam double mattress with the inside. He's totally mad for it, but it was probably the best sleep at a festival ever. VW camper tents? Huh? Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That's actually insane. I've never seen that in my life. Total anarchy requires tarts. That's what tart means. Tart, that's it. That has tarts in it. Yeah, it does. But it's, you know, what does tart stand for? Total anarchy requires tarts. It's like you could probably type that into like AI and make it blow up. This is an insane thing. I'm going to be honest. I've never seen this. I did not know it was a possibility. Can I buy one? I don't really want it, but I'd be interested. It doesn't even come with a brown sheet. It's kind of fun though. What the fuck is a tent box? Everyone knows all these secrets. Super swag. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, medium to good today. Totally awesome radical team. Oh, that's cute. Titties, ass, rank them. No, we're not ranking. We're only with consent. But I bought a nice little pop-up tent, like a quick one. Not a pop-up, like one of those. It like expands. Tents are really terrific. Tents are medium. They're expensive and difficult, and you got to move them around. They are fun though. Tent box. What the fuck? What goes on top of your car? Is this what you're talking about? Because that's crazy. Like a bird out of hell. It's giving drama. It's giving meatloaf. It's very dramatic. What in the good lord? Do you have space for me in your suitcase? I want to see Neil Young. You don't pack a suitcase to a festival, that'd be madness. But if you can fit exactly in my 60-litre backpack, I will consider it. I think it might be obvious though when I take my bag off to throw it into the bottom of the coach, and they're like, "Wait, why can't I move this?" You're packed, yeah, because you're going abroad. Oh my god, get what I mean? Like, if you're going into a normal festival, right, and you're not flying and you're not going abroad, then you just pack a little camping backpack. Like, how are you? It's mud and dirt and rocks. How are you rolling your suitcase in? All right. Am I really? I'm driving there. Fuck! Okay, well, yes, but whatever. Somebody ban Tom. You know what I mean. I wouldn't ban you. I would never ban you. Well, I mean, I guess maybe, but like, you'd have to really be a dickhead. It would be a special occasion, you know? Can I have Tom's founder badge? Oh, I see. Oh my god, yeah, I should take bribes. I should take bribes for founder badges. That would be nice for me to get money. Hang on. Is Leomund's tiny hut the D&D thing? If so, I have stayed in that hut many a time. Wait, I'll take this account back. I stole it in the first place. Oh my god, I forgot. I completely forgot. Yeah, you did steal this account. I was raging and you were like, it was actually me, and then you gave it back. Oh yeah, that was anarchy. The craziness. Yes! A 10-foot emanation that springs into existence around you and remains stationary for the duration. Yeah, I stayed in this hut so many times. My druid in D&D can conjure it. That's cool. Yeah, I can give founders badges to people. Well, what I can do is remove them from people. And then they get replaced. They get, like, given to the next person down. And then if I'm like, no, not them either, then it'll give it to the next person down, and so on and so forth. So much violence today. It's only 50% my fault. I take most of the responsibility, to be honest. I am largely the problem. But yeah, but I won't. The thing is, just because I understand corruption does not mean that I would do it. All right? It isn't. Like, look. Tense and shenanigans aside, can we please talk about the internet drama of the day? Has everybody heard about the drama? It's so... I need someone to discuss it with. No one in real life obviously knows about this or cares. There's been drama. Well, it was last night's drama, to be honest. There's been a bunch of drama, but this is like the biggest drama, right? I thought everyone loved each other today. Why would that be true? No, this is silly internet drama. In a world of actual drama, what's the drama? This is what I'm saying. Okay? Let's hit the history. Unfortunately, if any of you have been following this, you'll be like, oh my god. Ethan Klein from H3H3, the podcast, and used to make YouTube videos. Oh no. He has been, in my opinion, going off the deep end. For quite some time. We've discussed it on a couple of occasions. Well, a month ago, maybe, he released a thing that he described and had been hyping up on his podcast loads called the Content Nuke. Right? It was the Hassan Piker Content Nuke, I believe. This is a YouTube video in which Ethan Klein says why he doesn't like Hassan, the political streamer on Twitch. I say, girl, who cares? Nobody cares about this. But he made a really big deal about it. True. It's actually true. That's what you do if you have money. If you can't go off the deep end, like after you've made it, what is the point? So he and Hassan had a podcast called The Leftovers, where they discussed, like, you know, political stuff, made fun of Donald Trump, a little bit lefty. Where, like, Hassan's quite left-wing, like, he describes himself as a socialist, and, oh, Sophie just texted me. Oh, fuck, I can't look. Okay, so, Hassan describes himself as a socialist, and Ethan is more of, like, a liberal, right? You know, like, stuff should be different, but, like, also nothing needs to change. That kind of vibe. Anyway, they had the podcast together, and then everything that has happened in Israel happened, right? So, yes, exactly. For some reason, rather than just because Ethan is both an American and an Israeli citizen, and Hila is both American and Israeli, but grew up in Israel, and they both lived in Israel, they obviously have feelings about the situation and have obviously been around a lot more propaganda as well. So they just kept having these arguments with Hassan, where they were just saying crazy stuff and doing crazy stuff, and it was just, if you care, you can look into it, but honestly, like, it's all very ridiculous and like hysterical. And Ethan, like, Hassan and Ethan stopped doing the podcast, and Hassan just did not talk about him, and Ethan could not handle that. It seems he was freaking out about it. He was posting about Hassan on his Instagram stories like multiple times a day. He was like going off on one. So he's not getting the reaction he wants from Hassan. So he decides to create the content nuke, where he basically says, like, Hassan is a communist. Because, like, we're in the Red Scare, I guess. And the radical left has gone too far, right? Oh yeah, you absolutely can. You can be Jewish without being a Zionist, very much so. And, like, at the end of the day, it's not about, like, whose feelings are hurt more. It's about, like, who's being genocided, right? This isn't about like, oh, well, I don't like it when you say that. It's like, that is irrelevant because there is a genocide occurring, so I don't care. And like, you know, we can obviously go into that, but I don't know if now is like Friday night is the time, but we can. How do I make Twitch show me swear words? Wait, what's this? No, like, I don't, and then that's the thing, right? I don't watch Hassan's stream. I am left-wing. I am very political. I don't have any particular desire to make that my, like, background noise, but I also don't, I think that what he's done in terms of, like, discussing politics on the left is really impactful, and, like, so, like, I do think that he's done some good stuff, I guess. I don't know. As I said, I don't watch him, so it's not. I saw that Ethan was making this video, and I was like, that's crazy. I watched like the first like 1 minute of it, and I was like, I don't care about this. I don't care, right? So I just never watched the rest of it. I saw everyone discussing it. I saw what was going down. I was like, still crazy, not interested, move on. So now Ethan has posted another video, and you're like, okay, great, who cares? Well, here's the thing. Ethan has decided that he has been playing the long game. And that what he did was, when he released this video and he was begging Hassan to react to it, Hassan was like, we can debate our positions on Zionism, but like, I'm not going to watch this entire dossier about why I'm a communist and you hate me, right? Like, that sucks. And like, Hassan, from all of the perspective that I saw, was being very cordial, and Ethan was being very angry. And I'm like, you could have just gone your separate ways and moved on. But like, yeah. So the thing that has happened is that Ethan, who one of the things he's famous for online was fighting for fair use, right? He was like sued by somebody because he was reacting to their content, and there was like, it was years ago now, like 2016, there was like a landmark court case where Ethan was like, I am fighting for fair use. You can't just take people's content down if you don't like it. Well, now Ethan has posted a video where he has said, oh, actually, I copywrote the content nuke when I made it, right? Yeah, that was how, exactly. And I copywrote that video, despite the fact that he said on his stream a whole bunch of times, like, you can react to any content I make, like, you know, any content that you see from me, you have carte blanche to react to and, like, talk about. He has now said, but that video, actually, no, I copywrote the video with the intention that if Hassan, or at least this is what I think, right, is that he was doing it and begging Hassan to react to it to try and get Hassan, like, taken off the internet, right? Because he could sue him then. So yeah, he was trying to strike his channel. And so now Ethan has announced that as part of his great takedown of people reacting to the video that he was begging people to react to, he is now suing Denims, Frogan and Caseytron, all of whom are women, none of which are hugely rich by any means, right? And it was definitely like a DMCA honeypot. I mean, it was. He literally was like, yeah, Caseytron, right? Is there a difference between reaction and reaction? I don't know. Is there a difference between a reaction and a reaction? I don't know what that means. Could you explain? So yeah, he has now said, all right, and I've got this article here that's got stuff about it that we can read real quick, just to make sure I'm getting everything right, because obviously I'm just doing this off the top of my head. YouTube creator and H3 podcast co-host Ethan Klein is initiating a lawsuit against content creators Denims, Frogan, and Caseytron, accusing them of copyright infringement tied to his recent content nuke video. Klein's legal filing alleges that the three streamers incorporated substantial portions of his original footage in the reaction videos without sufficient commentary or transformative content, a practice he contends violates US fair use standards. The suit claims that their reaction streams were a deliberate attempt to redirect traffic and ad revenue away from Klein's original upload. Now, bear in mind, why is Caseytron catching strays? I don't fucking know. I don't know why Frogan's catching strays. Like, I don't get, like, Frogan is not a big streamer. I don't understand. What exactly did he copyright? What precisely, but at the same time, what precisely did you copyright in that video? Because you have to be very specific. Yeah, I'm basing this on the video that he made, where he was like, I copyright the video. Right? Okay. So, oh my God. Yes, you're a lawyer. Do you have an input? So, according to the complaint, the defendant's low-effort approach, marked by sparse analysis or added value, fails to transform the original work, thus disqualifying it from a fair use protection. Klein asserts that this strategy not only siphoned views, but also diminished the potential monetization of this content. Bear in mind, the video did get like over 1 million views. It did incredibly well, and historically, he's always encouraged people to react to his content. So this seems like a bizarre thing to do. He also said, yeah, I could do the same thing to XQC or to, who else is a prick? It was XQC and some other dude streamer. Asmongold, fucking cockroach hoarder. Yeah, so he, yeah, literally. So he was like, yeah, I could do the same thing to them because they probably, like, they didn't react very much at all. And what's he done? He said, no, but I'm not going to do it to them. I'm just going to do it because they've got money and they're men and they have clout in the industry. And he's just gone, in my opinion, for 3 random women online who he doesn't like. And I'm like, that is shitty. Now, I don't like this, I don't partake in that kind of reaction content, right? Where you just sit there and you just like watch something on your stream. That being said, the meta for streaming for a long time has been long streams. I don't blame people, especially when everyone else is doing it, for watching stuff and reacting to it. And I certainly don't blame people for doing it from a guy who specifically said, you can react to my stuff. Probably not going after them because they can afford to defend it. Literally. Like, now, yeah, they're also not critical of Israel. Yeah, very much so. But I think you're right. I think it's a combination of he doesn't like these people because they have been critical of Israel. And he also knows that they don't have the money to defend this case. So then he gets like the easy win. And no, like, I don't like reaction content like that, right? Like, it's not something I like. It's not something I do. It's not something like I've partaken in. And I don't like, one, I just don't think it's very enjoyable in general and like to watch. I think it's kind of boring to make, although it's easy. Like, but that also being said, people everywhere were begging people to react to this video. So yeah, if you can't afford to challenge his claim, your content is dead in the water. Hosts won't keep your content up no matter how strong your argument is unless you file a formal response. Exactly, which is what I think that he is going for. He knows that they're just going to roll over and then he'll go, ha ha ha, this is a win for me. Because historically, Ethan is nearly always involved in a court case and oftentimes he's not winning. Like, He tried to he's got a court case going on with a really rich guy called Ryan Kavanaugh right now. And he was trying to get that thrown out of court and he can't. So he just wants something, because everyone was then laughing at him being like, oh, you were so smug about this case and that nothing would come of it. And now like you are having to take it to court and stuff. So I genuinely think this like perspective that I don't really understand as well, the legal perspective that rather than going after everyone, you're going after 3 people that you explicitly don't like. Like that feels very strange, you know? I don't really understand like how you can't go, you're not going, I'm going for everyone who I feel like reacted in bad faith, and instead you're going for like specific people. So it's his copyright to assert. So you can specifically assert it on some people and not others, and that's just your choice. He doesn't have to enforce it if he doesn't want to. That's totally, yeah, okay, cool. So like, because that, from my perspective, the targetedness of picking like 3 women who don't have very much money and who don't have as much clout in the industry feels very like deliberate. I mean, obviously it's deliberate. Deliberate's not really the word I mean, but it feels very like he just wants an easy win, right? And it's also gonna screw over loads of other people because like in an environment, right? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't looked everywhere, but I saw that Frogan has one. And I haven't watched their content in terms of like announcing like how much they actually reacted and if his idea is fair. Yeah, this is Frogan's. Actually, I can link you directly to the GoFundMe if you are interested. But I'm not saying, oh my god, that link is horrific. Do I have a better way of sharing this? Share. Yeah, I've got a non-horrific link. Yeah, that's Frogan's one. I haven't read it. I just saw it on Twitter. But I personally think that the idea that you made this video with the intention of begging Hassan over the course of like weeks to watch it and react to it on stream, only to copyright it, and then he can't get Hassan because Hassan didn't do it. He apparently, on like a charity stream for Gaza, I'm pretty sure it was at least, he reacted to about half the video over the course of 9 hours. So he never finished it, let alone like did any, like you can't argue that reacting to 1 hour of content over the course of 9 hours would not be transformative, right? Yeah, it's really weird. The irony is that failing to consistently enforce your copyright can create an implied license to use it. That was the thing I was going to say, but obviously I am not a lawyer and I'm not American, so my knowledge is nigh on zero. But I've heard that used by companies when, you know, somebody starts like a restaurant, right? And it's KFC, but it doesn't mean Kentucky Fried Chicken. It means, I don't know, something else. I don't know why I picked that, but you know what I mean? It was a major issue with lots of different companies have done that thing where they're like, even though you aren't impacting our actual business and people would not reasonably think that this is connected, we're still going to ask you to change the name. Like, I don't know what he goes by now. I don't know if he's still Pydrex. I can't remember. But there was a streamer called Pydrex who straight up got like sued by Pyrex, the dish company, because they were like, yeah, your name's too close. Despite the fact that he's a video game streamer and they're a plates and cooking utensil company. Yes. Well, even then, chicken. It would have to be Kirby's free-range cheese. Trademark law is much more cutthroat, I think. That makes sense. Because trademarking and copywriting are not the same thing. No.
H3 is not a good person, my view.
No, I completely agree. I do completely agree. But basically, I was just using that as an example, even though they aren't the same thing, so it's a bad example of needing to enforce to keep your claim, essentially, is what I was trying to say. It's got so much fluff. So, yeah. I personally think it is a really, really, really bizarre and cruel thing to do. I think that even if, like, Frogan and Caseytron and Denims get away, like, relatively unscathed, I still think this is, like, deeply cruel and also insane that he was trying so hard to catch Hassan. Because, like, what has Hassan even done other than be vocal in support of Palestine? I don't understand. Like, the podcast ended, he moved on, and Ethan has become, like, hysterical. Yeah, no, it is messed up. He only targeted pro-Palestinian women. The fact that the only bit of the video that I saw was, like, the first minute where he's lighting money on fire to smoke a cigar because he thinks it looks cool, even though it looks incredibly embarrassing, to say, like, yes, I could go for these people, but I'm not going to. And I'm like, dude, that sucks. Like, that sucks. You specifically made this video just to silence your haters. I think burning money is a crime, but, like, lots of things are crimes that aren't gonna get. And he'd probably say it's fake money, and you know what I mean, like, prove it. No, I mean, I don't think you should be burning money and lighting cigars. I mean, cigars are also not great for your lungs. Not that you should be breathing cigar smoke into your lungs, but whatever. I think it's cheesy. I think it's corny. I think it's embarrassing. But I also think it's very telling, in my opinion, that he has been having this back and forth argument with Hassan. He had a debate with Sam Cedar, who is, like, a political, I don't know, like a big political name, right? He talks about politics and is, like, an expert, I suppose. And he was talking to Sam Cedar about Gaza and really embarrassed himself. And so now it seems like his way of being like, I get the last laugh, I'm the big winner, is by picking on these 3 random women that he doesn't like, and then essentially setting himself up with a court case that not only would it be incredibly difficult for them to win, it would also be almost impossible for them to afford to defend. And it's interesting, right? Because I feel like this is also in reference to, or not in reference, in reaction to Noah Sampson. So for those of you who don't know, Noah Sampson is a YouTuber. He made a video and has made some really good, insightful videos about the situation in Gaza, and especially in Israel, and especially in, like, the context of certain content creators and how they're basically, like, following the Israeli propaganda kind of line. And so he made a video being like, these, I can't remember what it was called exactly, it was like, these content creators defended Zionism, or no, the genocide, no, the YouTubers who backed a genocide is what it's called. And it got 1.2 million views. And Ethan was like, I'm going to sue you. Like, that's it. I'm suing you for saying that. You can't argue it. Da 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 da. And then Noah Sampson said, okay. And 3 months passed and nothing happened. And so Noah Sampson was like, I guess you're not going to sue me. And so because he was like, well, I don't know, he did a fundraising stream and he raised, like, I don't know how many million for Gaza, because he was like, I don't think he's going to do it. And I want to show to him that, like, we have the power within this community to raise so much fucking money that if we need to do it again for my legal defense, we'll do it. And I think that that was really powerful. And I think probably Ethan found that embarrassing. And then he decided, right, how do I catch people? Denham's also recently got Ethan to recant statements using lawyers, so I think it's retaliatory. That makes sense. the reality is, most normal people do not and cannot support Israel's actions. You can feel whatever you feel about its right to be there, right? You can be as friggin' libbed or right wing as you want to be. Hell, you can be an evangelical weirdo who thinks that this is going to bring about the, what's the Christian end of the world? Begins with an R. Forgotten what it's called. When the apocalypse, the rapture. Yeah. They play the trumpet and everyone gets sucked off, and that's not what I meant. I meant into the sky. Oh god. I meant to the sky. I meant like it. They get raptured. Anyway. So, whatever your feelings about that, that's not what I meant. First, the good Christians, get Mormons. No! Get raptured. It's too hot. The good Christians get raptured, and then everyone else has to stay down on the ground, and then they play the trumpets, and the blood, and the darkness, and whatever, So, there's like, because in the Bible, they talk a lot about like what Israel will be doing at this time. There is a whole subset of weird Christians who support Israel, but only because they think it's going to bring about the rapture, right? So, like, we're getting deep. Like, at that point, you're getting deep into cult stuff, in my opinion. So, what was I saying? Does this cat scratch me? Maybe. Rapture aside, I don't think. In fact, I know any normal human will look at videos of the indiscriminate bombing of one of the most densely populated places on the planet, maybe the most densely populated place, that's mostly children, and see parents carrying plastic bags full of their children's remains and go, that's fucked. That's just fucked. No one looks at that, the footage, even the photos, right? And go, that's not fucked, right? You can feel any which way that you want. I mean, I know how I feel, and I've spoken about it on the stream plenty of times. But that being said, and it's been fucked up for such a long time. I have been boycotting Israeli goods since I was like 13. Like, that's not okay, and I might strike you down. Yo, Rizzo! Yo, you're a tart. I appreciate you. I mean, you're an honorary tart. Apologies. Enjoy your sub and your emotes for the month. That is delightful. But yeah, it has been fucked up for an insanely long time. And I personally think that there are essentially no defenses that you can come to for Israel's behavior. Full stop. There just aren't, right? And she's really tall. That's how I feel, right? And so what I think is incredibly fucked about it, yeah, generations that just don't know anything about other than violence and war and death. And like everything, even before this phase of the genocide began, you've got like a situation where people's land and homes, like I saw when I was a child, like one video of an Israeli person's house being taken. And I was like, whoa, wait, take that and reverse it. A Palestinian person's house being taken by like Israeli settlers. And I was like, that's so fucked. That's so insane. I cannot ever, in any good sense, give that country a single penny of my money, right? Like, obviously it's not a boycott when it's just you. I know other people have been boycotting, but like, I was just like, that's too fucked for me. It's insane. And then you look at like, they can't dig wells for fresh water. They like are... The cruelty is a part of its existence, and I hate that. I think that is disgusting and vile. And Oh, no. Yeah, of course. There have been, I've not even been looking out for this footage because I know what's happening and I don't need the footage to go out and protest and try and be helpful, right? That being said, I have seen some of the most just fucked shit. Like, and it's been going on for such a long time, you know, like all of the fucking journalists who have been killed. Like what about that girl Rachel who was American and they fucking flattened her and then they had Pancake Day to celebrate her getting flattened because she was trying to stop a Palestinian person's house being knocked down to have their land stolen, you know? Like, the amount of, like, cruelty, like, the cruelty is the point. The amount of people who are just, like, taken off the streets and never seen again, or they come back, like, brain damaged from torture. There is no defending that behavior, right? Yeah, the war crimes, the white phosphorus, attacking multiple countries, like, all of it's ridiculous. All of it is insane and cruel and disgusting. And so then, not just getting angry and defensive because you like Israel, but also positioning yourself. And he'll say, I don't like Israel. I have lived there. I have a deeper understanding, you know, At the end of the day, when you are coming to the genocidal regime's defense, you fucking suck. And even if he says, I'm not coming to their defense, that is the perception. That is the perception. And so then creating, rather than letting these pro-Palestinian voices focus, because Ethan said, oh, I'm pro-Palestine, just not in any way that seems to actually matter or be helpful, right? And so for me, this idea that you are going to try and derail people who are speaking about Palestine, are raising money, are doing helpful things, and try and sue them into silence, allegedly because suddenly you're so offended at people reacting to your content, even though you've asked people to react to your content and approved it in the past, is ridiculous. It's so cruel that now that's what the conversation is about. You know? It's like, it honestly feels like you're doing propaganda for Israel by being like, oh, well, we need to discuss this thing that doesn't even matter, you know? Oh my God, don't even get me started. The whole right to rape thing. I have no idea what that is. Hang on. Copy. Paste. What this? British media organisation. Left wing. Well, I mean, if they're left wing, I'm left wing. Supporter of Jeremy Corbyn. Probably yay. Soft yay. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't really trust the British leftists to not be transphobic arseholes, but maybe. They're kind of shit on Ukraine. There you go. Medium. Maybe I'm standing by my soft. I don't know. I don't know enough about them to actually give you an opinion. I'm just being silly, but yeah. I do think that I don't DPM don't. Yeah, I don't know what that means. But I think that this is insanely fucked. We should actually be talking about the shit that's actually going on, not all this crybaby bullshit. Like, why is Ethan such a fucking crybaby? Oh my God. Him and Hassan could have just gone in different directions, right? He could have, because the thing is, right, I used to watch the H3 podcast. I had a giggle on it a few times over, like, in the past. I thought it was enjoyable, right? And, like, Ethan's clearly a stubborn, childish prick, right? That is his personality. But you know what? That's quite entertaining sometimes, okay? So, that's totally fair. I don't like that Aaron followed, but they put out some decent stuff. Okay, sweet. Well, I'll look into it because I genuinely haven't. Yeah, he's the founder. He's one of the founders. Him and James Butler, apparently. Protest against the UK tuition fees. Oh, I was at those protests. Unsuccessful. But like, the reality is that at some point, right, all of our opinions on all of our worldviews are challenged. Like, that is the reality, especially when you are somebody living in like a privileged area in the West, right? You will go, I love buying clothes on Shein, and then you will find out that they're made by like children. I don't know who makes Shein's clothes exactly, but you know, like, oh, that's sweatshops, right? Oh, you recognize Ash? I think I recognize the name, actually. You know, like, part of, oh, yeah, I do recognize Ash. I do. But again, I don't think I have enough. I probably liked tweets. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think I'm like, I was just a fanboy. Oh, I love that. Okay, this is great. I love that. I love being a fanboy. I'll look deeper. All right, I will. Because I always like more people to follow who are good. And yeah, no, Ethan's lived in Israel, right? He is literally an Israeli citizen. His family are very Zionist, right? His wife was in the IDF. These are just facts of the matter. They are going to make it very difficult for your brain to settle the things you feel with the things that are true. That's just a thing. Everyone has seen it. You know, you'll go like, oh, basically all chocolate involves child slavery. And people go, oh, well, I like chocolate. I don't want to think about that, right? It is something that our brains like to do. We like to do, and it is difficult to move past, right? You will go, like, how many people can honestly say over the years that they were never homophobic or transphobic? They've never said something historically that they thought was normal and have gone, oh, well, I wouldn't. Oh, my kids got to think about whatever. And then, over time, have gone, I don't stand by that opinion. That was a bad opinion. The fact of the matter is, a lot of people just are too uncomfortable to dive into their own biases and look at why they are what they are. And you did humanitarian work in the West Bank in 2006. I saw some really awful things. I am so sorry. Not just that you saw those awful things. I'm sorry, when you said you'd seen a dead child, I think that's what you said. I did not realize you meant you had seen it in person. I thought you meant you had seen it on Twitter or on social media or on Telegram or any of those other platforms. That is an insanely difficult thing to see, and you were really brave. That's a very, very, very dangerous part of the world to be a peacekeeper or to be a humanitarian worker. If you look at the amount of humanitarian workers who are killed, the amount of people driving ambulances, like there are too many atrocities to list, right? And the moment that I stopped entirely engaging with anything H3 related was when I saw Ethan was arguing that when like the first of, so every hospital and like medical building in Gaza pretty much has been targeted, right? There are like no functional hospitals left. You see fundraisers all the time for people going, oh, I've got like breast cancer and I can't get my treatment anymore and all this kind of stuff, right? So the first hospital that I heard about being attacked, I think is it Al Shifa? The cat is. I'll look for her in a minute, Lemons. I think it was Al Shifa without me Googling and checking. Got blown up, got attacked, and Ethan was trying to deny that Israel wouldn't do that and it must have been a Hamas rocket that went wrong. And I was like, that's delusional. That I don't need to look into this to know that that's not what happened. And then people did look into it and everyone was like, remains delusional. That's not true. And so the minute that I saw that, I was like, there is no moment that I can be watching and enjoying this content because, yeah, like he was basically just eating up the propaganda. And I was like, I can't be around that. And so the fact of the matter is, yes, while the podcast and the content isn't doing particularly well, they're still making their money. They're doing okay. He could choose to just get on with the show, but he doesn't want to because he is too obsessed with and this is again just my opinion, I'm not a psychologist or something, people liking him and people thinking well of him, and the fact that he can't deal with the fact that he's got positive feelings about Israel and it's a genocidal place, you know? Yeah, no, and that's the thing as well, Lemons. Like, people get very set in their ways. They get very, very comfortable with, this is my way of thinking. And then when presented with the information, they, rather than absorb it and think about it, because, like, it's one of the things I genuinely enjoy most about my brain, is that because I have grown up in the UK, and I have grown up with a lot of very, you know, liberal, leaning into conservative talking points, the act of becoming left-wing meant unlearning a lot of things, right? Yeah, ever since XQC made fun of him for being poor, I haven't seen him in his suits. I mean, the only thing I'd say, actually no, that's stupid. I was going to come to his defense and be like, well, he lost a lot of weight, so maybe his clothes don't fit. And then I was like, he's insanely rich, he could buy new clothes. That's a stupid argument. Like, oh, he only has suits now. Like, no, it's a choice, right? Like, he's not sitting there in his bedroom live streaming. Like, he has a set. He chooses what he's going to wear that day. But yeah, I think it is like an ego defense thing. Again, just like my opinion. Yeah, I was in Nablus. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it was an incursion. The child went out of the house into the street after curfew and was shot in the head. Oh no, I know it's deliberate. 100% deliberately, not a street bullet. Blew apart part of their skull, was in critical condition in the hospital. Not sure if they survived, was 7 or 8. Yeah, it does. It does get normalized. And like, the reality is the highest cause of death for children last year was Israel. In the world. More children died because of Israel than anything else. Yeah, it is difficult. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any contact with my family, and it's honestly a relief. My dad was becoming more and more extreme in his views, and he has some serious fucking issues. He's got some serious like self-esteem issues, I think. And so like, when he could feel me pushing back on his views, he hated it. He suddenly started pulling the like, you're not respecting me card, because he wants to be racist over Christmas dinner. And I'm like, I don't need to sit through this, you know? I saw Paloma Faith. Actually, no, you know who I saw? Kate Nash. She's got like a really fucking based song about trans people, and I was like, yes. Yeah, she's also playing at Glastonbury, but like, I'm probably not going to watch her set, and it makes me sad because it's at the same time as like, she's headlining the left field stage, and I'm probably, maybe I'll just go. Maybe I'll just say fuck it, abandon everyone else and go watch that. But yeah, what's the thing? The fact of it, in my opinion, is that Ethan has taken so many fucking L's this year that he wants one win, and he does not care how much of an arsehole he is in getting it. This is what I'm saying. Why is she clashing with everyone? It's so disrespectful. And honestly, I owe so much to Kate Nash, because back in the day, when Foundations came out, I had her haircut. And all of the dudes who had no interest in me ever and never looked at me once, suddenly people thought I was someone, like 2 people thought I was cute. And I was like, yes, fantastic. So I owe her a lot, all right? I owe her a lot of teenage self-esteem. But also she's talented and good. But yeah, so bombing Iran, a country with 91 million people who are against imagination, yes? Also support Israel trying to make it a failed state and regime change they don't learn. I have not listened to Air. What have I done? I don't know what I've done. Oh, immigration. That was what was throwing me off. I was like, am I reading this wrong? I'm dyslexic, so if something doesn't make sense, I assume it's me. Ton of Persian people are excited about regime change. Well, this is the thing, right? I do not think this is Iran's leader great? No. Does that mean you get to bomb them? Also no, right? Like, the reality is, if the people want a regime change, they need to change the fucking regime. Okay? You can't just go, oh, I am once again, as I have been for the last 30 years, worried that in the next week, they're going to get their hands on nuclear weapons. Therefore, I'm going to preemptively attack them. Like, that's crazy. Come on, guys. French pop music is far more important than war and politics. Here we are. Well, you know what? There's space in our lives for both. All right? We can do both. But, no, and I'm not saying... Okay, what I mean to say is, bombing Iran is not a net good for the people, right? Even if there are people who are saying maybe this could be an opportunity for us to get a new leader and to change our government, the act of starting essentially war on another front is not good. You know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I've seen him say Iran are weeks away from nukes in 1996. Like, how many weeks are we talking here, dude? And like, that's the thing. Is like, I am not saying that everything is perfect in Iran, but that does not mean that we get to blow them up. Like, no one's blowing up Turkmenistan. I mean, maybe they are, and I don't know about it, but I don't think so. Yeah, you don't need to be pro-Ayatollah to know that Israel struck first without, justification. And like, now they're like, oh no, we're getting bombed back. And I'm like, guys, this is what happens when you attack people who have weapons, rather than a fucking postage-size area with 2 million people on it. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just, Israel already has weapons, and they've got them from America, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? You know, Israel is violent, colonial, genocidal, religious ethno-state. That is true. And vast amounts of Israeli and Western propaganda is needed for the Zionist project to continue. Also very true. If you could blow up people you don't like, something Nigel Farage. The fact that the plane did not take down Nigel Farage. He had a plane crash. And he didn't die. What have I done to deserve this? Like, but this is true. I mean, it's... No, I'm not going to say anything. Got myself banned. Yeah. And now we've got to boycott the sky and let Nigel survive. Yeah. Oh, now we've got to get ready for war. Why? Why the fuck am I getting ready for war? I mean, I'm not getting ready for shit. But, like, why the fuck am I getting ready for fucking war? Because fucking Israel got pissed off in a new direction. Also, why are we going to war over that? But then when Israel attacks Lebanon, it's no big deal. The only thing I'm getting ready for is bed, literally. When they try and fucking conscript us all, we just lie down. Just lie down. Can't move me. Go on, pick me up. Just go floppy. The grumpy dog retort. Just go floppy and be like, you can take me wherever you want, but I'm not doing shit for you. The fact of the matter is, in this shit all feels so concocted. Like, in this environment, where like climate change is just milliseconds from fully pounding all of our asses, and we're arguing about whether or not Netanyahu has the right to bomb any country within fucking throwing distance. Rishi was talking about mandatory service. I have an eye condition that means I can't be enlisted. I'm defo too old. This is a joke. Great. I'm defo too old. I do enjoy Minecraft. My parents are convinced that I'm going to become a drone pilot if we go to war. Nah, mate. I'm flying drones to film pretty things, not blow shit up. Literally! To kill people. For what? Go away. Not you, Blue Box. Hello, Blue Box. It's delightful to see you. But this is the thing. I just feel like, honestly, my, like, deepest... It's not really like a conspiracy theory, like, a belief I have that is based on no evidence, which I think is a conspiracy theory then. Blue Box Girl coming in with 23 months in a Prime sub. You rule. Thank you so much. The Asteroid 2028. It's the same playbook for the last fucking 40 years. And it's so annoying. And, like, there are so many real things. Like, there is so much happening, right? Climate change is right there, and I'm talking about it pounding asses. And that's only because I live in the UK, which is, like, one of the fucking least interesting weather-wise countries in the world, right? People all over the world are already facing, like, so many issues. Like, we're on twitch.tv right now. TV stands for Tuvalu. It's Tuvalu's country code. Tuvalu is an island nation which is currently digitizing its entire self so that they can have like a digital version of the island to visit when it goes underwater, because it is going underwater. Why the fuck, when we're in this scenario, is anyone listening to the same shit that Israel has been spouting for the last however many years? It's insane to me. But, like, again, that is just my opinion. I am not saying, like, like, hang on, let's find Tuvalu. Hang on. So, Tuvalu, first of all, we'll go on Google stuff. So, it is one of the... What are these even called? Marshall Islands? It's not in Micronesia. I think it's maybe a Howland Island. So, it's like above Fiji, right? And it's down here. And this is where the .tv from Twitch comes from. And let's see, we visited it in the past. Boop. And, well, that's not very good, is it? Well, trust me. Yeah, it's an atoll. It's fucking sick. Getting a bit tired. I'll leave the stream on, listen to the ranting and banter while I lie down. Love that. I do need to end soon anyway. I've got to go eat dinner. But, like, Tuvalu, out here planting mangroves. And it's really cool and really interesting. See what you mean? Half of it's underwater? Yeah, well, it's literally an atoll. So it's like a circle. This is like the central bit. Actually, I'm going to show you. It's really cool. So this is like the central bit. And there's no need for these people to be losing their homes. There is no need. It doesn't have to be like that. Oh, yeah. This is like... There's the houses over there. And, like, I don't know how many people live there. But, like, when I say that, there are lots of places that are going to go underwater. Like, if we hit, like, 2 or 3 degrees, Norfolk's gone, right? But this is an island that is literally, like, not expecting to last probably till, like, the end of the decade. And that's fucked. 10,000 people. Exactly. And apparently the numbers have just been going down and down and down because people are like, well, there's nothing that can be done. So this whole place is just gone. And Tuvalu is not the only island. Like, as I said, it's part of, like, different island chains. And I am not going to be confident that any of these islands are any more, like, going to be any safer. You got Tonga over here. You've got, I don't even know how to say that. Mafea, maybe? I think these are actually all part of Tuvalu. But, like, look how many islands there are. These are all different cultures and people. And that we're out here wasting our goddamn time. I just feel like it's just more distraction to stop people from discussing what is actually the existential threat. You know what I mean? That's just how, again, that's just how I feel. I'm not saying there's any, like, grand conspiracy. I think it's just that people don't like to talk about climate change. But, wow, these are so cool. Look how sick these islands are. They're so fucking cool. Look at this one. Like, it's like little, so it's like the atoll goes all the way around here, but then there's like little areas. That's so cool. And like, this is what I'm saying, is it will be fucked 100%. But have you ever considered drill baby drill? This is what I'm saying, is like, at the end of the day, what makes everybody else's nation, island, house, family less important? And like, these are just places that are like immediately in danger. Like, they're gone. But there are so many other places and countries and areas, and like, I mean, Florida's gonna fucking fall into the sea, the amount of hurricanes it's getting. And we're here discussing Netanyahu being a fucking crybaby for the 600,000th time. I hate it. And we're like, oh yes, we need another war. It's like, we don't. We fucking do not. So many of these things could be solved with diplomacy, but no one wants to fucking stand on shit. Why the fuck is Netanyahu in Greece? He should be arrested. He's a war criminal. You know? Yeah, solar panels are woke. Ugh. Although, there was a really interesting, cool, but probably environmentally moderately disastrous new dam in China that just opened, I think? Like, just started functioning. Dam. And it's like really high up. And it's fucking vast. Yeah, China to build the world's largest hydropower dam in Tibet. They've approved construction, so I guess they've probably broken ground on it because this was last year. On the largest hydropower dam. But like, it's kind of fucked because it's probably going to push people out of their homes, but then also it's going to be, if it results in less coal use. This is what I'm saying. Maybe it's this one? Damn, I should have saved the link so I could know which dam I'm talking about. The world's largest hydropower dam. Yeah. But basically, it's going to be producing enough energy in a year to power whole provinces. And that's the thing, is if money were being invested in that, not being sent to Israel to blow up fucking children. And I'm not saying that dams are always the best solution, because I know that they can be bad for the other aspects of the environment. But like, is this woke? Wait, is that subreddit? I like doing little PowerPoints where I deep dive weird subreddits. So let me have a look. It might be worth a giggle. Is this woke? I forgot that the search on Reddit is the worst thing in the world. Oh, this is woke. Fucking dyslexic bastards. This is woke. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the link. You've got to be a sub to post links, otherwise people do be posting porn. But, wait. Show accessibility to support to Steam users. That's not a thing? So, that's crazy. So, Steam has started showing accessibility to support to Steam users, meaning that if you have accessibility needs, I guess you can more easily see... How the fuck is a roundabout woke? You can more easily see if that game is going to be playable to you, and people are like, these options are woke. Britain's most woke roundabout. What? Like, what does that mean? Is it because it's got a bike lane? Heaven forbid, we don't want people to be murdered in the roundabout. Well, it's got crossings? Like, I mean, what's woke about it? It's just a roundabout. I got kicked out of Pride. I get fucked by white. The reality is these people are insane. Now, the roundabout is just a clickbait headline, true, but it's part of the language, right? It's stupid, but it makes it part of the language that we then stop reacting to these things and we start being like, oh yeah, it's fine to just call everything woke. And like, what's woke about it? Probably that it's accessible or that it's got bikes lanes on it. And like, do you know what I mean? Not this song again? Oh my god, is this sex? Do it right. Yeah, it is. A classic. A Lemony Bello classic on the funk playlist. When you said it, I was like, it's sex. Wait, we've got to hit one big sex exclamation mark. It's what the song's called. All caps. Sex exclamation mark. Oh yeah, we do need to find the cat for a treat. I'm gonna crinkle some treats and see if she comes in. Hey, actually, I have new treats.
Looking out my window, it's some girls outside. So I grabbed my keys. I told her get in my ride. Looking for that good sex.
Oh,
Florence. It's been a long time.
She might be too hot to stand.
She get wet. I'm trying to get on that
We
slide.
Oh, she's sleepy. You ready for a treat? Oh, she's blinking so slowly. Oh, she just sneezed. She's so EP. It's too hot. Right. Action flip. Okay. I woke her up. I'm gonna give her some. She's part sharp. She's sitting by my feet. Is this a trap? I know, right? She's like, wait, am I... What's going on? See if we can get her on the desk. Can you be tall for us? Come on. She's not gonna like it though, because the fan's blowing on me, and therefore, it's blowing on her. The trauma. I support your rights. Yeah, she nicked her treats and went back to the floor. Honestly, I've only got a bit of the hair that she's got, and it's very annoying up here. Actually, I did take a very cute picture of her this morning. She was being my emotional support cat. Here we go. Emotional support Florence. What a babe. Right. With that, we put the world to rights. We didn't discuss the police being evil. If I end up doing a stream this weekend, which I will try and do because I want to test the sofa setup if possible, we will discuss it because there has been a crazy court case in America. And it was really interesting. And there was framing and there was lies and there was very suspicious Googling. Someone said Thomas the Tank Engine is woke because they have electric trains. But like all trains are electric. TLDR, they always... yes. This is the thing, is this was just an especially crazy fucking story. Where a bunch of fucking police buddies basically killed this guy by accident who they were like friends with, and then they just tried to frame his girlfriend. Anyway, she got away with it. Slay. I am going to piss off. I'm going to let you be free of this torturous song. And I will see you either for a cheeky stream over the weekend or most likely post Glastonbury. If there is a stream over the weekend, I will post on socials to let you know. I would like to do one, but obviously I need to pack and get everything done. There's a chance there'll also be a stream on Monday. Again, it just depends on how the packing goes, and I feel medium about it, but we're going to try our best. There will be a new YouTube video going up tomorrow. There is also a new podcast reaction video from Sophie and I, which will be going up in the week. So things are going to be happening. And I will be vlogging Glastonbury, so watch out for that. But thank you so much. I will live stream Neil Young directly to you. Yes, done. Easy. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed today or gifted subs. Thank you too, because it's who's given subs today? Antimatter gifted 5 subs today. That's a lot of subs. You can't deny it. Thank you to everyone who subbed and resubbed. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the tenor, Rizzo, Queen. And I will see you all very soon. Let me see if this song is a vibe to go out on. Not really. Possibility. This is a vibe. Yeah. All right. See you soon.